Okay. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Bonnie Hammersley. I am the Orange County Manager, and I've got the honor today of emceeing this fantastic event and to be with all these esteemed guests. Before we get started, I'd just like to recognize some of the important people in our audience today. And if you would like to just wave, you don't need to stand. United States Representative Valerie Fouché is here with us today. Thank you very much. State Representative Renee Price. State Senator Greg Meyer. We have Sally Green, Vice Chair of the Commissioner, Orange County Commissioner. She will be speaking. Also, Phyllis Porty-Ascott, County Commissioner, Orange County. Is Anna Richards or Amy Fowler here? Those are my commissioners, so I have to say them here on the RSVP list. I can't miss anyone. So if there's any other commissioners here, wave to me. And then from the Mebane City Council, we have Jonathan White, who's going to be speaking today. Montrena Hadley, and then Katie Burkwood. And I will turn this over to Secretary Michelle Baker to receive a gift, or to present a gift.
Good morning, everyone. I bring you greetings from Governor Roy Cooper. We are glad to be here today for excitement. I think it's a wonderful thing when we're talking about good news, isn't it? So today's news is an important economic development announcement, not just for Orange County and the city of Mebane, but for our entire state. This morning announcement provides another example of North Carolina's ongoing economic development partnership with the nation of Japan. Over the past few years, we have had and seen unprecedented growth from our Japanese business partners, and it's deeply satisfying to see such strong collaboration and friendship between the two countries. More than 30,000 North Carolinians go to work every day at a Japanese-owned company. Over 225 Japanese-owned companies operate in North Carolina, at which approximately 500 individual locations across the state. Earlier this year, Japanese Prime Minister Kishida toured our state, a visit that included a state luncheon at the Executive Mansion and dinner hosted by Governor Roy Cooper in Raleigh. We were quite excited about that visit. It's very rare that a head of state to visit a place in our country, and the fact that the Prime Minister came to North Carolina, that really set us up for joy and demonstrates the importance of our partnership. Japanese companies represent the #1 source of foreign direct investment in North Carolina. And this morning, we strengthened that partnership once again. I am proud to announce that Morinaga, the company that's famous for haichu candy, will expand its manufacturing facility in Mebane with an investment of $136 million, and they will create 204 new jobs right here in Orange County. More candy, more jobs, what better setup is that? So this is not only great news, as I mentioned, for this area, but for our state. As you know, Morinaga has been an important corporate citizen in the community ever since they made the decision in 2013 to build the first plant outside Asia right here in our state. The new jobs we're talking about today will include opportunities as production operators, quality assurance and maintenance, and support staff. The important thing and the bottom line is these jobs will create family-sustaining income for families in North Carolina and across the state. The state of North Carolina is proud to partner on this project with a $100,000 grant from the 1NC Fund, along with support from our North Carolina Community College System and Workforce Solutions at Commerce Department. And this announcement would not have been possible without the very strong support from our local officials here in Orange County and the city of Mebane, many of them here in the room, which you heard announced. And so my sincere thanks go to you. I'd also like to thank Governor Cooper for his continued leadership in economic development and the entire Commerce team. Thanks goes to my partner, Chris Chung, and the team at the Economic Development Partnership. I see Corey is here. And we also thank the North Carolina General Assembly and Steve Brantley and his team from Orange County Economic Development. At this time, I would like to invite the Senior Executive Officer and General Manager who oversees the business of Morinaga, Mr. Masaki Matsuto. So please come forward. So I am presenting this gorgeous gift, as a piece of artwork, and the artist for this artwork thing is Ben Owens, a famous North Carolina artist. And on this is a North Carolina emblem here, Esiquam Vidiri. And so for us to be rather than to sing is exactly how we go about getting things done. We are authentic people. We keep our word, and as we have said to you, as in collaboration and partnership, we will continue to partner with you, collaborate and work with you, and this will make North Carolina stronger, make your company stronger, and together, I believe we will do great things in the community with your corporate citizenship as well. Congratulations, and thank you for choosing North Carolina.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you all for your continued contributions to the state, and thank you for your support as we continue to grow the state and the economic prosperity for our residents. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Sanders. And just to follow up, I apologize. I did not read Secretary Sanders' bio, and so I want to do that right now. Governor Cooper appointed Secretary Michelle Baker Sanders to lead North Carolina Department of Commerce in 2021, and listening to her experience as former administration secretary, strong background as a business leader, and her extensive knowledge of what it takes to build a globally competitive workforce. Secretary Sanders' approach to advancing North Carolina's economy is to work with statewide partners to attract and grow innovative companies and good paying jobs, invest in our small businesses and rural communities, and strengthen our diverse and highly skilled workforce for the jobs of today and tomorrow. Her bold and purposeful leadership aims to ensure North Carolina's economy in one that works for all people of this state. Thank you again, Secretary Sanders, for being here today, and I apologize. I'd also like to recognize Commissioner Amy Fowler. I saw her walk in, and then if she can just raise your hand, and then also Commissioner Anna Richards is here today as well. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Masaki Matsumoto. Masaki Matsumoto joined Morinaga and Company Limited in 1986. During his time with the company, he has served in various roles, including General Manager of Strategy Division in the Overseas Business Headquarters from 2015 to 2021, and currently serves as a Senior Executive Officer and General Manager in the Overseas Business Headquarters Division. I would like to introduce Masaki Matsumoto.
First,
Thank you very much for a wonderful gift. Thank you very much. And Miss Marshall Baker Sanders, thank you for the heartwarming speech. Thank you very much. I was very encouraged by your speech. Thank you very much. And I would like to express my gratitude to those who will be speaking after me, Miss Sally Grace, Mr. Jonathan White, and Miss Bobby Humphrey. Thank you very much. Well, everyone, thank you for gathering here today for announcement of construction of second factory of Morinaga America Foods. Thank you very much. I am Asaki Matsumoto, Senior Executive Officer of Overseas Division of Morinaga, Japan. And let me introduce my two persons here over the side. And first, Mr. Teruhiro Kawai. He is President for USA and President of Morinaga America. And Mr. Noriyuki Nishikawa. He is the President of Morinaga America Foods. Okay. And first, I would like to inform that the additional investment of Morinaga America Foods, the plan, has been approved at the board meeting, which held July 16th in the afternoon in Japan time. Yes. The amount of investment is $136 million. The amount of investment $136, and the start to construct will be October 2024 this year, and the start to produce will be January 2027. Yes. I wish to express my gratitude for your kind support for our additional investment. Thank you to everyone from the government, North Carolina, Orange County, Mebane City, and all who have joined our project. Thank you very much. And please allow me to talk briefly about Morinaga and Haichu. The name of Morinaga comes from the founder's name. He is Taichiro Morinaga. The Morinaga family business was a wholesaler of pottery to sell some dish or cup. In 1888, the Taichiro Morinaga moved to the US to sell the product. However, it was very hard to sell, and he faced difficulties. Then he found a new job at a confectionery factory in San Francisco, and he started to work there as a worker. And he learned how to make the confectionery, chocolate, biscuit, candy. And after he learned the techniques, he returned to Japan and established the Morinaga company in Tokyo in 1899. The initial flagship products were caramel and marshmallow. And the Morinaga company is the first company in Japan to introduce chocolate, candy, biscuit. We call them the Western confectionery in Japan. And then about the relation between caramel and haichu. The roots of haichu technique is drying caramel. As I mentioned, The caramel is our original product from foundation. After about 70 years after developed caramel, Haichu was launched in Japan in 1975. So the Haichu will celebrate its anniversary, 15th anniversary in next year. Yes. We are very happy to know that it has been well received by US consumer. Finally, let me show my gratitude to North Carolina. Besides a hard time during pandemic, the members of Morinaga America Foods worked very hard without significant suspension. And while they are running short of workforce, the local government support helped us. I think whenever we face some problem, always local government support helped us. Thank you very much. And since 2015, the Morinaga America Foods continuously support our business in the US with providing enough product to meet to rapid growth in the US market, with maintaining higher quality standard. And I think last, like Morinaga Japan, we aspire to become a company which Morinaga America Foods will continue to grow for over 100 years here in North Carolina. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. So now we will have the Orange County Commissioner Vice Chair, Sally Green. Sally Green is a native of Gilmer, Texas, and has called Orange County home for 3 decades. Prior to her election to the Board of County Commissioners in 2018, during 3 terms on the Chapel Hill Town Council, she demonstrated policy expertise in housing and community development, homeless support, criminal justice reform, and public and cultural arts. She was instrumental in the creation of the Orange County Partnership to End Homelessness. She's a member of the Board of Directors of the Community Home Trust. Sally holds a JD from George Washington University, a PhD in English from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. She recently retired from a legal practice with Val Brenner PC, Carborough, where she specialized in federal appellate litigation. Previous positions include work as research and writing and specialist for a trial law firm in Raleigh, where cases range from personal injury to civil rights to land use. As an independent scholar, her most recent scholarship has been devoted to recovering lost and neglected stories about slavery and freedom in 19th century North Carolina. Sally is married to Paul Jones, a clinical professor in the School of Information and Library Science at USC Chapel Hill. They have been parishioners of St. Matthew's Episcopal Church in Hillsborough since 1992. Their son, Tucker Jones, who credits Carborough High with setting his sights on foreign policy, is a senior program associate with the International Republican Institute in Washington, D.C. I welcome Vice Chair Sally Green.
Thank you, and welcome esteemed guests and colleagues. On behalf of the Orange County Board of Commissioners, I want to say special thanks to everyone who's worked so hard to make this Morinaga expansion a reality. Mr. Matsumoto, this expansion affirms your company's confidence in Orange County as a great place for establishing a manufacturing business, as well as in the value of our local workforce, and we are grateful. The 204 full-time jobs with benefits will pay well above Orange County's living wage, offering new employment opportunities to many of our residents. Your new investment of $136 million is nearly 3 times larger than Morinaga's original investment, and the new property tax revenue will further enhance our county's ability to fund our schools, social services, and other critical needs. And we will continue to support you. Once again, Durham Technical Community College's satellite campus in Hillsborough, which helped in workforce development and staffing the first time around, will provide its manufacturing training and expertise again to assist Morinaga. And I'd like to recognize if he's here, J.D. Buxton. I don't see him. If you're here, J.D. Oh, you're Thank you. Wonderful. Today's good news illustrates our continuing partnership with the city of Mebane to develop our joint Buckhorn Economic Development District. Morinaga's expansion continues an encouraging trend of new and expanding large-scale businesses in Orange County, like ABB, Medline, Steel, and Thermo Fisher Scientific. Morinaga's decision to expand here demonstrates our commitment as the Board of County Commissioners to pursuing these major economic development opportunities, all of which are supported by the voters with a 1/4-cent retail sales tax specifically dedicated to this use. So, from the highest levels of the state, thank you, to the democratic participation of the Orange County community, we are committed to strengthening our industrial base for all the benefits that follow from these investments. Thank you again to all who made this great occasion happen. And we too have a gift for you, Mr. Morinaga. In fact, it's fine to present it to you. Please open it up, because I'd like to. Please open it. Yeah, careful, it's breakable. This is from the North Carolina Crafts Gallery here in Carborough. Okay, I'd like you to hold it up, because I have some things to say. Yes. So these were uncoordinated, these 2 pottery gifts. We didn't know that we were each getting North Carolina pottery, but that just shows that we're really proud of our pottery here in North Carolina. We didn't know that the state's gift, which was commissioned by Ben Owen, when we picked out this piece. Our piece comes from Jugtown, about an hour's drive from here, where Ben's grandfather and other members of the Owen family honed their craft about a century ago, about the time Morinaga was being founded in Japan. The shape of this pot, you saw the shape, right? Tells a story. So at the turn of the century, these potters had already been working for probably hundreds of years down in the Jugtown area because the clay there is so good for making pots. And by that time, they were making beautiful but really strictly utilitarian pots. Then around 1917, a couple of artists from Raleigh, their name was Busby, discovered this community of potters and saw its work for its value, folk art. They began selling it in New York City, in Greenwich Village. Word got around, and soon other artists were attracted to Judgetown, including one Ben Owen, who was the grandfather of the Ben Owen who made the other pot. Mr. Owen started going to museums with the Busbys, where he began to appreciate these other beautiful, elegant styles of pottery from Asia, particularly Japanese design. And he was inspired by these pots to create his own versions of this Asian Japanese style. And from that point on, the utilitarian pottery made at Jugtown had an art pottery companion, inspired by the simplicity of Japanese design. This tradition of highly valued work continues down to the present. So this vase, like the gift from the state, literally embodies the harmonious relationship between Japan and North Carolina, while it also represents our deep respect for your culture. Thank you again.
Thank you, Commissioner Green. And now I'd like to invite Jonathan White. Jonathan White has lived in Mebane for over 30 years, and he and his wife raised their 4 children there. He joined the Mebane City Council 3 years ago. Vocationally, he is a technical account director for Synopsys in the semiconductor industry, and in that capacity has traveled to Japan many times. Welcome, Jonathan.
Good morning and konnichiwa. I'm honored to be in attendance today with so many officials representing Mebane and Orange County for this exciting event. Haichu candy has had a special place in my heart for many years as I fell in love with them in my business travels long before Morinaga came to Mebane. I've always been proud of the fact that they are made in Mebane as I see them in so many stores and as their popularity grows in the United States. First, and on behalf of the city of Mebane, I want to extend our appreciation to Matsumoto-san, Kawabe-san, Nishikawa-san, and to Morinaga American Foods for choosing to locate in Mebane in 2013 and today announcing this exciting expansion where they and Mebane will continue to grow together. It is our honor to be your partner and to have you as a corporate citizen. Before I go any further, I would like to recognize Mebane City officials that helped make today possible. The Mebane City Council has a long history of promoting a business-friendly community, and Mebane City staff who've worked on this project with Morinaga and many other entities. One of the benefits of international partnerships is it makes the world smaller. It brings people together. I remember being at a business dinner in Osaka, Japan, with executives from a semiconductor company, and I told the key person there that I was from a small town in North Carolina called Mebane. His eyes lit up as he said, "Arrowhead Golf Course." We had a lot to talk about after that. Aside from Arrowhead Golf Course, which for those of you who are new to the area is now Tanger Outlets, Mebane is very well known for its growth and ideal location. But these two features do not guarantee a wonderful community. Mebane has worked hard to create something very special, a community defined by high quality of life, a community that brings people together. How did we do that? We've done many things, but one aspect often overlooked is to have a significant number of international and multinational companies represented in our city. That requires a unique type of partnership and enriches the fabric of our community with cultural diversity. Morinaga is a striking example of that diversity that Mebane cherishes. Morinaga has been a great partner that enhances Mebane in many ways: economic benefits, donations, community involvement, but most of all, you're a vivid picture along the interstate of culturally diverse people working together towards a common goal. Morinaga-san, we are honored that you have chosen Mebane again in your desire to ensure our community remains positively charming. We are excited for this new chapter and wish you all success. Through it, we will continue to work hand in hand to bring people together and make our world a little smaller. In conclusion, I'd like to compliment both past and present Mebane, Orange County, and community leaders that have and continue to encourage our partnership in economic growth. Again, on behalf of the Mebane City Council and its citizens, thank you to Morinaga American Foods.
Thank you, and now I would like to invite United States Representative Valerie Fushi forward to say a few words.
Good morning, and it will be just a few words. I am not scripted today. I'm not prepared to make remarks, but I certainly would not give up this opportunity, having served as a county commissioner back during a time when we didn't have the same ideas about economic development. And because his name has not been mentioned, I would like for all of us to give a round of applause to Steve Bradley. He came with vision and foresight. Those of you who have been around here for a while will remember all of the talk that we had about the 3 economic development zones in Orange County, one of them being Buckhorn, and trying to determine what we would do, how we would do it to bring economic development to that area. Well, Steve helped us work through what should be done and what could be done in partnership. We are grateful to the city of Mebane for providing what we knew was going to be essential, and that was a water source. And those of you who remember how we worked hard to make sure we were able to do just that, to bring economic development, but not just economic development, but jobs. Family sustaining jobs such that we would have another opportunity to provide that kind of resource to our Orange County families. As I recall, when we were in those negotiations, Morinaga talked about bringing 71 jobs, or somewhere around that number. But the promise was to bring more. And true to that promise, here we are today talking about an additional 204 jobs. So thank you, Morinaga. Thank you, the city of Mebane. Thank you, Orange County. Thank you for all of those who believe, particularly the Department of Commerce, the state government, understanding what public-private partnerships can do and will do given the opportunity. So again, thank you for the opportunity to address you today.
Thank you, Representative Fouché. Now I'd like to read a letter that was provided today from Senator Tom Tillis. Dear friends, I'm happy to extend my best wishes to everyone gathered to celebrate the expansion of Morinaga America Foods manufacturing facility. This is an exciting milestone, and I look forward to seeing the positive impact this expansion will have in Orange County. Manufacturing plays an essential role in our economy. This expansion will not only bring 200 jobs to this community, but will also boost our state's economy and promote broader job growth. Thank you for your continued investment in North Carolina. I wish you all the best for a wonderful celebration. Sincerely, Tom Tillis, U.S. Senator. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming today to celebrate this. Thank you to Morinaga. I just have to say, I started as the county manager 10 years ago, and one of my first meetings was about Morinaga. Thank you for your commitment and for your dedication to Orange County. We are very happy to have you as part of one of our partners in Orange County to help serve families and our economic development needs. So with that said, this concludes our presentation today. We ask that some of you stick around. We want to have a few pictures, and certainly there's high chew back there, and have some candy and stick around. And thank you again for everyone coming today. Thanks for the support of Orange County.